Class, this is Dr. Earls checking in during week 3 of our course and wanted to give some clarifications for these next 2 weeks of assignments regarding your servant evangelism work. And first, let me also apologize. I did not send last week instructions clarifying after I posted it on the announcements about last week's work, but as long as you follow the rubric, that's what needs to be followed regarding your book reports and the book reviews you're working up for the assignments that are due during the weeks 4 and last week on those book reviews. But regarding the servant evangelism reports you'll be turning in, again, one has to be done in your local context and to report that. And so basically these are efforts whereby you intentionally do a random act of kindness. It can be in any kind of a legitimate way of just expressing God's love to people. And then out of that, watching and praying through that opportunity for the chance to share Christ, either your personal testimony or with that, then a gospel presentation, and to write that up. Again, follow the instructions in Blackboard. It's not for any kind of reward, financially or otherwise. It's just an intentional act of expressing God's love and kindness and being others-minded to share with them practically God's expression of love through you to them. When I was in my last pastorate, we had moved from Texas to California, moved on to a cul-de-sac eventually, and over the next 2 years, mowing the neighbors' yards, taking brownies on their birthdays, that opened doors for us to share Christ more, and eventually through that and other members of our church that had some connections with these neighbors of ours, we saw 3 families baptized and added into our church. So it's just a practical way of making bridges and connecting with people to share then Christ and letting them understand who He is. And through these acts of kindness, having those opportunities opened up to just talk and share naturally about the Savior, and with that sharing how they can come to know Him as well. I do want to say that in week 5, thank the Lord that it's a lighter load as far as any week of all the 8 weeks in this particular course, because you have the midterm test. You can take that online, and then you'll have your first witnessing report, and that's all that's due during that week. But that is Thanksgiving week for us, so kind of anticipate that. And if you can work on that ahead of time to open up your Thanksgiving week to enjoy that more, please do so. So again, the first witnessing report is due at the end of Thanksgiving week. If you can work on that ahead of time, please do so. And then again, your midterm, and that again will include the little book, Servant Evangelism. That'll be some of the questions will be drawn from that little book on the test. So prepare for that and take that as soon as you can and as you're ready to, and that'll get that part of your Thanksgiving week opened up. Well, thanks, class. God bless you all. Have a great week ahead. Bye.